quite a bit accomplished thus far. Quite a bit accomplished thus far. A little bit more to go. I'm trying to make sure I end my work days early so I can get to that gym early. So, second smoke break time. Boy, you look crazy as hell. You look like some kind of Unabomber, boy. Play around if you want to. Hit you everywhere except for the bottom of your feet. Um, man, I don't know how many of y'all. There we go. I don't know how many of y'all paying attention to the news. Again, YouTube. This is me on my cigar break. I don't promote people smoking cigars. I don't sell cigars. I just so happen to be smoking one for my break. Look at that. Look at that. How I'm getting. You see that censorship? How it's slowing stuff down. Y'all saw that? Watch this. I said 2 days ago, I told you guys, look at the eyes of the lady that was the director of the Secret Service and see what you see there. Not Christopher Wray is testifying. I want you to go look in Christopher Wray's eyes and tell me what you see there. You're going to see a huge difference. You're going to see a massive difference in those two sets of eyes. I kind of need the smoke to blow out of here, so let me do it like this. And a little bit of, there we go. You're going to see a massive difference in those two sets of eyes. And you'll see a massive difference in the performance in front of the Senate. I think it's a Senate. I'm not sure what committee it is. You're going to see a huge difference. You can imagine, bro, you're running a cigar. I've been smoking cigars since 2001. Smoked every type of cigar there is. I'm a real cigar smoker. Get shit about a match. I got butane lighters, I got regular lighters, I got matches. When I want to smoke, I grab whatever's near. All right, so look in the eyes of Christopher Wray and see what's going on. And you're going to notice the difference between him and Homegirl, the one that resigned, Cheetos. Cheetos was her name, or Cheeto was her name. And it's important that you guys see the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that you see the difference. Because the eyes are the window to the soul. And when you see that, you'll come to realize, hold on, man, that lady there, the one that stepped down, she stepped down after she did her job. She tried her best to cover things up. She got out of there. I saw fear in that woman's eyes. And I saw like a trapped animal, like somebody in a cage. They surrounded on all sides. Look at this man. And look at the arrogance. You're going to see what I'm talking about. A huge difference. Now you got a boss. Shot caller. Who had something to do with calling the shot. You did? And it's important that you see those things. Like, there's a lot of YouTube channels that's coming out covering stuff. You know, person cover this, person cover that. They commentate on this, they commentate on that. Awesome. It really is awesome. They focus on the words. Awesome. But really look at the person. When you really look at the individual, and you look historically at those individuals, how they've been paraded in and out plenty of times, and every time look at their performance and how they behave. When you start looking in the eyes, you start to see the spirit behind that person and what animates that person. And once you see what spirit animates them, now you really know the truth. That's what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want you to see. You will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. And the reason why I point this out to you is because it's something that applies to your everyday life. It really is. Like, once you get to the point to where you see a man or a woman, you look in the eyes and you see what's there, what's really behind them. That you know who you need to mess with, who you don't need to mess with, who you need to run from, who you need to stick around. You know what people you can have around for a purpose and how long they're gonna be around, um, and when they need to go. You dig? So take a look at it. Take a look at it. Now, one of my friends just brought to my attention that Netanyahu came into town and he's addressing Congress. It's like, James, go look. Nobody greeted the man at the airport. And I'm sitting there saying, why wouldn't they greet Netanyahu? But then when you think about it, look at all the traps that have been sprung. It really is pits that they've dug for themselves in the Democratic Party. For example, you had the Black Lives Matter pit that you dug, that you pushed out, right? Which was a little bit of an army that went out and protested and did what they needed to do. That wing is in rebellion or negotiation. We ain't figured that out yet. We talked about that earlier. I tried to look some more. They're in the rebellion or negotiation. We're not sure which one. But that's a threat to what you're trying to do. Then you had all the recent protests on college campuses, right? And so those more recent protests, which I'm not going to say because, YouTube be tripping, but those most recent protests mean that you cannot go out and have a photo op with your biggest ally in the Middle East. Because guess what'll happen? That same group of people that you fired up to protest and because you needed the news cycle to change, that same group, you don't really have control over them. It's like you wound them up like a toy soldier, wind their back out, and let them go. But the toy soldier is running. So guess what? If you go out and meet him and have that on national TV, that group of people rebels against you. And so you lose that voting block. So you can't show the honor where the honor should be shown to another diplomat. You see, this is the problem with the games that's being played. So now you're in dishonor because you're playing games. And when the more you try and manipulate, it's kind of like one of those dial safes. You know what I'm saying? Where you turn this way, turn that way, turn this way, turn that way. They turn in the dial on the safe trying to get the right code, right combination. But you ain't smart enough to understand. You only need to turn it right once, left, then right, then pull. They done turned it right, left, right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right. They turn it in all these different directions because they're trying to push narratives forward. Instead of actually opening the safe and getting to the objective, they're just turning the knob. And you see the turning of the knob. You see it getting more and more complicated as each and every day passes. Now, I don't know if this is true. I saw a clip. I wasn't sure if this was an old clip or a new clip. But then to add on top of all that, I saw where they were putting fencing back out. I think it's outside the White House because Joe Biden is supposed to address the nation tonight. Or wherever he's addressing the nation from, they're putting fencing out, which is mind-boggling to me. Why you would need fencing unless he about to say something that's absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? And now to be clear, the right don't ride. We had an ample opportunity to do that. So if they roll out and parade out some dudes that got out of the back of a whole bunch of vans or back of a bunch of U-Hauls, know that that's a psyop that's being played out right in front of you. But it don't benefit the right in any way, shape, or form to move at all. It just doesn't. Common sense tells you it don't benefit them at all to move and do nothing. Don't benefit nobody to go out and do nothing but stay the course and make fun of them. Can I get my likes up, man, from 50 to 170, please? Don't benefit. Again, YouTube, call for clarity. This is me smoking a cigar on my smoke break. This is not me promoting cigars. And I want to remind you that anybody who's hitting the button and saying that something I'm saying is wrong when I'm within the rights of communication, within the rights of the guidelines, is making more work for you and not more work for me. Because all I got to do is hit the button. But you got to come in and do a manual review and go through every word to see if I find. Thus far, you've never found anything I've said that was out of order. You understand? So back to what I was saying. So I don't know why that's going up, but that's terrifying. Because if that's really what's going on, I'll try and look at it again. But if that's really what's happening, you have to anticipate something popping off. Point blank, period. Something gonna pop off. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't know if it's gonna be something he says himself that gets people upset and angry. I don't know if it's gonna be they're gonna bust in some people to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. But you ain't putting up no fencing for no reason. So there's something coming down the pipeline now. If that fencing is true, there's something coming down the pipeline now. What that something is, I don't know. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. I can speculate and simply say this. This is speculation only. And I use the word speculation for the purpose of the transcript that's being transcribed right now. This is speculation only. What if that man really was sick and that man didn't come into agreement with that letter that you guys saw saying that he was stepping down? There's already been disputes about the signature. What if that man get up there tonight and say, "Nah, bro, I didn't say I was doing nothing. I'm here to stay. I'm rocking all the way to the end." Bruh, can you imagine the fight that's about to break out? That's one possibility. The other possibility is, which wouldn't make any sense at all, but the news media needs something. A whole bunch of FBI agents come out with American flags and hats and everything else, and they come out and they stumping around. We want Biden gone. Come out. And then they start burning stuff and doing stuff and try and deflect because, quite frankly, they run the same playbook over and over and over again. So it'd be the same thing that happened in the Carolinas with the men with the torches, which that was crazy. And men walking around with torches, and that was, I was like, okay, so some dudes with some torches is what? So maybe you have a bunch of people walking down the street with torches. I don't know. But all I can tell you is something, if that's true, what I saw, and that's not like old footage, then something is amiss. And you should be paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Very careful attention to that. This is all about optics. And as always, you gotta have the visual. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the visual. If you don't have the visual, then none of it really matters. They gotta have the visual where they can show you something. And then you build the story, the narrative around the visual. So if you see the visual, now you're gonna see the story. But they need a visual. That's like with the first rally for Kamala that came out. A high school gymnasium, packed to the rafters. They needed a visual. You know what I'm saying? So they gave you the visual. And that's what it all boils down to, what you see. So once you see something, they can interpret what you see it for you. That's kind of like the narrative from Axios that said that she was never the border czar. She never was appointed to the border czar, but everybody and their mama, I don't even know why they tried to roll that out when there's actual news footage of people saying the border czar Kamala Harris. Now they're saying she wasn't the border czar. Rewriting history right in front of you guys. I mean, the media has some sheer audacity with the things that they do. They're bold, man. I'll tell you, bold. They're super duper bold with what they do. I mean, bold on a level that, I mean, I wouldn't think to try and do, because I was like, man, we're going to get busted if we do that. We're going to get busted if we do that. But they are bold, man. I got to give them their credit. They are super duper bold. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem when you lie. You got to keep lying. That's the problem with liars. When you lie, you got to keep lying. So that's where the issue comes in. You can't just lie once, because that lie needs legs. So you lie again, and then they lie again, and then they lie again, and then they lie again. And so, man, all I can tell you is it's wild. That right there alone is wild. I mean, it truly is. And quite frankly, if you subtracted all social media from the equation, so there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram, there was no TikTok, there was no YouTube, there was no Rumble, they would get away with it. They would truly get away with it. Because that would be the only source of people getting information. It will work. But I don't, like, if I'm consulting them, I'm saying, listen, there's no way this works. Like, this is the dumbest thing on the planet. Why would you even say that? Why would you try and roll that out? All you're doing is discrediting yourself even more. Because people are going to look at it and be like, wait, what? So you telling me I didn't hear what I heard and I didn't see what I saw? And that's the magic of the media. Their job is to literally change your belief system. People have problems with YouTube and Google and Twitter and Instagram because of censorship. Censorship is one thing, but straight up lying to you, that's a whole nother ball game. Censorship is one thing, but the stuff that the media be doing is a whole nother ball of wax. It's an insane ball of wax. You know what I'm saying? So just be keeping an eye out for it. To the men still that'll be here tomorrow night, we traveling. You get your email today reminding you for Bible study for tomorrow, but tomorrow we traveling as a group and we going somewhere else. So pay attention to the emails. If you are a member of the Men Still, and you're one of the people that don't be coming to Bible study, you ain't traveling with me. I'm telling you now. You're one of the people who sporadically come, out of 2 months you came once. No, I'm not taking you where I'm going. We'll see you next Thursday. But the ones who there every Thursday, they going somewhere with me tomorrow. I want to make that clear so there won't be no confusion. But I think some people believe that you pop up when you want to, and then you're supposed to get priority. When these men have been here religiously every Thursday. Religiously, didn't miss nothing. So we don't have to recap nothing for them. We don't have to go back over nothing. They've been there, boom, 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 getting the lessons. So when it's time to have a conversation, it's a question that's a high-level question instead of, I missed this. What does this mean? I'm like, what, bro? Here the link, bro. Go watch it. Go watch the old videos, man. You know what I'm saying? So just so y'all know, we're traveling tomorrow. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very interested in going to watch what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be better if I just wait like another hour or two and let snippets come out and then go get the snippet and then go back and find the context of the snippet and let some other people do the work. But it's a lot of moving parts going on right now. There was something came out about the FBI having close contact with the shooter and GPS tracking showing it, which I haven't had a chance to really dig too much into that. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I mean, if that's true, that makes the situation even worse. Yeah, that makes the situation even worse. You know what I'm saying? It makes the situation 1,000 times worse. So I'm interested in seeing how all this play out. As a person who sits back and pays attention, I'm super duper interested in seeing how this plays out. This is about to be awesome. I'm interested in seeing how the Netanyahu thing plays out, what he had to say, I'm definitely interested in seeing how Christopher Ray plays this. And I want you guys to notice something. Watch this. So the knowledge and information about the deeper revelation about FBI involvement rolled out this morning. Late last night, early this morning, ahead of his testimony. So don't for 1 second, don't think that information didn't leak from someplace up high. So that information rolls out before the testimony to put public pressure on him when he goes to testify. You see what I'm saying? And so when you see the games being played, the gamesmanship is what I call it. When you see the gamesmanship, it's expert gamesmanship going on. I mean, it really is expert gamesmanship. It's like movie level gamesmanship playing out right in front of you. Is this battery trying to go dead? It's legit movie level gamesmanship playing out right in front of you. The stuff that movies are made of is what's being played out in front of you right now. History in the making while you're living through it. And there's times of peace, there's times of war, and there's times of great shifting. And what we're living through is one of those times. And it's awesome to be able to see and be aware and watch it. I kind of feel sorry for the people who are not aware and they're kind of just sleeping through it and living through it, but not aware of what's going on because they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? We have 144. Can we get up to 190, please, for likes? All you got to do is tap the screen. Tap the screen, baby. And get it up. So, yeah, we're living through historic times. Absolutely living through historic times. And it's amazing. Truly, truly is amazing. It truly is amazing. All right. I got to go prepare for tomorrow night. And I got to go do at least another 2 videos so I won't be pressed. The video tonight you guys are going to enjoy. 7 p.m. is Food Wars. It's not really long because it didn't need to be long. Because I'm just letting you hear what people saying. And pointing it out to you. So you understand what's going on. And that I've been trying to make a point of with my videos not being like the guy who's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I've been trying to say, okay, this is what this person said. Boom. This is what these people doing. Boom. This is what happened with this. Boom. Boom. So to be informative and not really opinion based. Now I give a little bit of my opinions in them, but I mean, you can't dispute what's in the videos because I mean, it just is. I mean, it absolutely just is what it is. And so I'm looking forward to you guys checking that one out at 7 p.m. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes of your time. You'll be able to watch it real quick. In and out and catch the next little video. Man, that coffee decided to kick my butt right there. I had my iced coffee late today, which is not a good idea because it ends up making you belch and it ends up making you stay up later. But I got off to a slow start. I got off to a fast start as it pertains to other things, but a slow start as it pertains to that. And so you guys will enjoy it. So I encourage you to check it out at 7. Also, I encourage you guys to make sure you hit the like button and share the videos so the suppression that the algorithm wants to put me in, it gets broken. I mean, point blank, period. The algorithm suppression gets broken. All right. Work to do, things to make happen. Talk to you later. Peace.